Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is Elivaras, and welcome back to Here We Go. This is round 2, and this is matchup 2 between Savant75 and Shaxyel. Shaxyel in this match is playing as the Greenskins, and Savant75 is playing as Clan Angren. So while we go into slow motion here, let's take a look at the comps. Right now, Savant has got 2 units of Rangers with great weapons on the flanks, both hidden because of their stock ability. 2 units of Gyrocopters with brimstone guns. He's got 2 units of miners with blasting charges in the front in spaghetti lines, it looks like. Longbeards with great weapons, Longbeards. He's got Throny Ironbrow, some Dwarf Warriors, Longbeards, and Longbeards with great weapons, and a Rune Lord, and then a Rune Smith. So he's got a lot of very tanky units. Going to be a little bit hard-pressed for Shax to break through due to the amount of heroes he has, especially the ethereal hero. The Rangers with great weapons have been spotted, and they're going to be being pulled back. We see from Shaxyel's side, he's got 2 units of Squig Herd on the left and right flanks. He's got a unit of Doom Diver catapults over here. He's got the 8 Peak Loonies. He's got Goblins, 3 units of Goblins. He's got 4 units of Black Orcs, definitely needed against the Dawi, and 2 Goblin Big Bosses, a Night Goblin Shaman, and Grim Gore Ironhide. So let's hop into the fight. You can see catapult shots pouring in here from the Doom Diver. Fortunately going a little bit over there, missing their mark a little bit. And now the other Rangers with great weapons have been spotted. This is not exactly a very good location for them. As the Squig Herd turns to engage, Rangers are trying in vain to get away, but they are caught out. Thankfully, the Brimstone guns are here to actually do quite a bit of damage and looks like almost rout the Squig Herd. They have bonuses to leadership when they're in melee combat, but they're not in melee combat, so it's not going to help them very much. And we can see the main engagements taking place over here. Miners with blasting charges pouring in some shots into the front line of the Greenskin hordes as they pour forward. Squig Herd engaging, doing a massive chunk to these Rangers with great weapons, taking bites out of them, lopping heads off. Well, if I had the Blood and Gore mod, they would be. But right now, they're just currently just slaughtering them. And we'll take a slow motion here. Look at the carnage in the middle of this fight. Goblin being blown back there by the hammers of the miners with blasting charges. Throny Ironbrow in the mix. Grimgore Ironhide standing at almost 4 meters tall. The most fearsome of Black Orcs in the middle of this fight, recoiling a bit as he gets hit there. Actually, no, he's not recoiling. He's going after the Rune Lord, who has been a little caught out here as he's taking out the Shaman, so that's not going to be good for the Rune Lord. And the rest of the dwarves are getting engaged upon. The Rangers with great weapons have taken so much damage here, throwing dwarfs about. Now Black Orcs fighting with some Longbeards, who have taken Itchy Nuisance. Not going to be doing much damage because of that. Stand your ground and Wob, both have been popped. It's going to make the Black Orcs just absolutely shred through these units here. We can see Doom Divers still pouring in some shots. A pretty good shot there. The Goblin Big Bosses and the Orc Shaman are engaged upon the Rune Lord, trying to bring him down. He's way too caught out here, and it looks like he might go down soon. We are seeing some warriors fleeing here, whoever that is. Goblins, yes, Goblins are routing, and it looks like one of the units with Rangers with great weapons are in full retreat. You can see the Squigs leaping forward here, ready for some more lunch as they hop into the miners. So they do have the brimstone guns, but the Rune Lord falls. His throne toppled as he dies, as he is cut down by the Orcish advance, and now Doom Divers pouring in. This is that's a good area to aim from. You know, they've got a big exposed area of dwarves here that the Doom Divers can just take advantage of. You can see massive wavering on the dwarvish line as the Doom Diver shots pour in here, going to decimate some dwarves, and we see some routing, some pulling out. As many a Dawi falls today, it looks like they might not be taking Greenskins out, as a lot of the force routes, it's just Throny Ironbrow here trying to stand his own against 2 Goblin Big Bosses, Grimgore Ironhide, and a Shaman. And a unit of Black Orcs too. You can see Doom Diver is going to be hitting some of his own, knocking, sending a dwarf flying there. We do have the Runesmith, though, which is good, but I think it would have been better if he was in the front lines buffing up the troops instead of just, one unit of Longbeards. Although they are going to be able to hold decently well. You can see the Black Orcs with their pretty cool helmets coming in here, standing, trying to kill these dwarves. See the Runesmith launching in here, trying to stand his ground and make sure the hordes can't pour forth. But now they have surrounded Throny Ironbrow, an ancient ancestor, Belegar Ironhammer, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked into Throny Ironbrows, but that's my guess since he's in the Clan Angren campaign. And now the gyrocopters are actually sent running for the hills. And it looks like now it's just up to the unbreakable Throny Ironbrow as the dwarves end up routing the Runesmith. Still full health, but the rest of his army had routed. Now it's just clean up with Throny Ironbrow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end off round 1. Because that was a short one, we are going to be seeing round 2. So I will be with you when we begin. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Warriors of Chaos take on Bretonnia in round 2. Matchup 2 between the Shaxyel and Savant75. Now, as we're getting ready to hop into this match, it looks like Shax has brought a lot of Forsake. Going to be very good against Bretonnia. This is pre-patch Bretonnia, so they don't have their expanded roster. And due to that, they have a huge lack of armor, which Shaxyel is going to take advantage of here. We see Knights of the Realm looking glorious in their shining armor. And little golden dragons on their heads there. We see men-at-arms, polearms making up the front line, checkered out with some peasant bowmen. We see Kinluan Lianker up, flying above his troops, damsel of the heavens on a steed. More Knights of the Realm here, and we do see a paladin in the air. Not 2 paladins, but he does have 1, which is good. Needs some bodyguards for Lewin. And on the opposite side, the Chaos Warriors. We see Chaos Marauders backed by Aspiring Champions. A lot of Chaos Marauders in the front lines. We see he does have 4 units of Forsaken, 2 units of Aspiring Champions, I believe. There's another one. We see Chaos Marauders. They're of chevrons of various levels. And we have a Chaos Lord. We have a Chaos Sorcerer of Death. And 2 Chaos Feral Manticores. So that's really going to put the hurt on Bretonnia here. They're going to have a little bit of a hard time. They're going to really need to gun them down with the Peasant Bowmen, or else they're going to be taking so much damage. If his various flying forces manage to get into the Bretonnian backline, it's going to be absolute chaos. Bretonnia's not going to be able to do anything. So let's speed forward a bit here, as not much is happening yet. Shaxyel pulling his forces around. Now, Bretonnia does have very weak leadership, so chaos is a pretty good choice. The terror caused by these Manticores, Chaos Lords and such are going to do quite a bit of damage, and it looks like Lewin is exposed a bit here, and we see the Paladin here as well. You can see Peasant Bowmen starting to pour in some shots. Now, Chaos does have pretty high armor value, so they're not going to take as much damage as they would if these arrows were armor-piercing, which they can be now after the update, but shots pouring into these Forsaken. Now, the Bretonnia frontline is going to get absolutely shredded because the Forsaken do absolute butt tons of damage, especially with their charge bonus, so we'll see how long they last. Lewin and the Paladin coming in to engage the enemy air force, but he's going to take so much damage. This is going to be crazy. He's taken Spirit Leech first of all, and he has taken a decent chunk out of this Manticore, but now he's going to get absolutely shredded. We see Peasant Archers now firing in, hopefully going to do a decent amount of damage to the enemy. But Lewin is going to be very hard-pressed to survive here. He really should not have taken this engagement. Should have just pulled all the way out, given these flying units a bit of a chase. Perhaps separate them if they go after some of the archers, and then come back in and gang them out. Because they're going to be taking so much damage now. Lewin is. And we see a cast from the Damsel, ready to cast into this horde of chaos. Don't know exactly which spell this is. We'll see when it actually occurs. We can see the light spreading across the ground, and we'll see which spell is cast eventually. I guess that was it. I don't know exactly what spell that was. I haven't used many damsels in my time. And now actually the Manticores and the Chaos Lord have taken a massive chunk of damage. Those archers did so much. Holy cow. But now Lewin and the Paladin really need to get in there quickly and reinforce. Paladin being taken down to come and kill the Manticore. This actually engagement went way better for Bretonnia than it should have, and that's mainly because of the archers all firing in. Very smart choice from Savant. Routing the Chaos Lord and the Chaos Feral Manticore as Lewin flies over it all. But the Bretonian front line is not doing so hot. They're starting a lot of routing. There's massive amounts of Chaos Hordes on the sides here. Knights of the Realm not wanting to engage with the Halberdiers, and rightly so. You can see some more Knights of the Realm coming here, looking for a good flanking opportunity. It looks like they're going to go after the routing unit of Forsaken, just completely finish them off. Lances leveled, yep, and here they go. They charge forward, spearing some of these Forsaken in the back, launching in. But really, they need a hammer and anvil right here. As you can see, Knights of the Realm pouring in. Going to get a nice charge into the enemy backline here. Going to do a lot of damage, but is it going to be enough? Chaos Lord and the rest of his troops are rallying. Chaos Lord taking so much damage. Looks like he's at 232 health. Feral Manticore, Chaos Feral Manticore, and the Chaos Sorcerer of Death pouring in. That damsel is going to get absolutely obliterated. Now these units of archers need to get back into the fight and get firing. They're pulling back, not exactly sure why. Wonder what they're doing back there. But now, Paladin done quite a bit of damage to that Chaos Feral Manticore, chasing him off. Damsel's being run off the field, though. And this army of Chaos has been... Looks like they were targeting the damsels, so they're running off at the moment. But now, Bretonnia needs to rally up for a final engagement here. And now, the Chaos Lord falls. The battle continues, a close defeat. Well, that's interesting. I think that was probably a result of out of sync, just because, yeah, they're going to have a derped out battle screen here. So, yeah, I think that was an out of sync just because of the Bretonnia update. The first battle did seem to go the way it should have. That second battle was won by Shaxyel. Shaxyel did take this series 2-0, but I apologize for the out of sync replay. That's very unfortunate. I didn't realize that that one was out of sync, but I guess we're going to go with it. Shaxyel was going to win that one. You could see the polearms had taken just so much damage. But yeah, Shaxyel takes that series 2-0. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Cheers, guys.